Hey everybody, Dean Young, Home Tech. Hope everybody's having a good day, good start to the week. Pretty good day today. First inspection was in Mooresville, and the second one was in Reedsville, and had to pick up a radon in Reedsville, and the levels were a little high, 2.5. It maxed out at 4 something. So I'm just going to have them reach out to somebody that does mitigation systems, and probably have them reach out to Zito and get his recommendation on that. And so they'll kind of have an idea of, because it's showing me that it shows you a level, and after a certain level, after 2, I think, or so, it says EPA recommended. It tells you there's a concerning level. So I'll just have the proper professional reach out to the buyer and the agent to give them an idea about what they need to do, if anything, or maybe continue to monitor it every few months or so. I don't know. That's will be up to them. But anywho, not a bad day. Started off with some rain this morning, and then once I got to Mooresville, it was partly sunny. But when I left home this morning, going from Random and heading that way, a little nasty in the weather, some rain and stuff. But it's cleared up, it's nice and dry now. Just trying to get ready, prepare for this week when the temperatures are going to be dropping into the 30s. I think freezing one night this week, relatively in the next couple days. So yeah, the people that have been fighting to turn on their heat, they're going to turn on their heat, and it's not going to function properly. And I tell people to always, at some point when the weather starts to change, go ahead and turn that heat on, just to get an idea if it's functioning. Now I know things can happen, but at least you have an idea that there may be an issue. And people wait, and then what happens? They start calling the heating and air companies saying they have no heat. So yeah, do regular maintenance, and when there's cooler temperatures starting to come in on that one night that it's cool, go ahead and give it a shot, man. Fire it up one time and just get a general idea. It's working now. That doesn't mean when it really gets cold that it's going to continue to work, but it did then. But anyway, you kind of know what I'm saying. So I reached out to the Secretary of State again, and because I've been doing research, and I got confirmation from them that what I'm going to be doing is not an amendment to the LLC structure. What I'm going to be doing is an assigned business name certificate, which you have to get through the local government register of deeds. So it would be Guilford County, and you go to your local, and they will cover all. There's a box to check to cover all counties. So you're going to register that DBA, doing business as name, in your LLC under all counties. So I talked to the Secretary of State, and they said that what you're doing is you're forming a DBA under the structured LLC umbrella, so it's protected. So That's only going to be $26. It's going to save me about another 20 some, 30 some dollars. So the amendment would have been, if I completely changed the name, would have been $50. But being that I don't have to do anything through the Secretary of State, that it's handled through the local government, it's $26. I got two options. Option one, go down to the Register of Deeds and sign the form in front of them. Or two, I can sign it and then put it in the mail. They said it has to be a what was the term? It can't be an online signature. It has to be a fresh ink, true ink signature on the form. Even though you know they're going to make copies of it. So people are crazy. But anyway, you know they're going to make copies of your ink signature. But anyway, so I've carved out some time because I'm going to visit the bank. I was going back and forth with the bank about it, and she was saying, well, if you're still going to be paid under the Home Tech Inspections LLC, then you really don't have to do anything. But if you want people to pay you under the doing business as, you may have to add that name to your structure for the bank. But I can't tell you anything over the phone. So if you come into the office, to a bank. So they scheduled me an appointment with a local branch, which I'm going to go into this week and see what's going to go on there. Got my logos and everything. So once I finish with the bank, then I'll go ahead and see what I have to do there. And then hopefully, if I have to change my all my banking information and all that stuff, I don't know that I want to go through with everything. It's just going to be so much changing banking information, and then our merchant account through our credit card processor and how we get paid was going to all have to be redone, and then all of our vendor accounts and everything we've got paying under that account. We're talking showing time, multiple MLS services, our office, our membership dues, our CE, our this or that. I mean, I could have a long list of stuff that I have to, things I probably won't even remember that are auto debited every month. I have to go through my bank account pretty good and see what everything is, and just be too much of a pain. If nothing else, paying online, credit cards, all that will be the same. One thing, it would be just the new business name. If somebody was going to write a check, maybe I could just tell them to do Home Tech Inspections LLC. So I'm getting to where if they're going to write a check, I'll just tell it, make it to, which is the legal structure of the business under the umbrella. It would be Home Tech Inspection Services. So just make it under that name, just to not have to deal with a bunch of crap. So, and then last, well, not really last, but one of the last things as far as expenses is I go to church with a guy that used to have a business that wrapped vehicles, and so I talked to him this past Sunday, and he's offered to help me out on the wrap part at a much lower fee than having all this taken off and redone and So that would be on the Prius and the van, and so that would save some money on that. And then lastly would be any documentation, marketing wise, what's out there is going to be out there. It's going to be the same number. The website's going to be pretty much the same. I would just have it maybe another domain name that would that would lead you to the Home Tech Inspections main website. It would just be another domain name. So yeah, I mean, I'm gonna have it all worked out, but anywho, I'm at the cribbage. Gonna go here and tab out my second report. Already done my first, and get in here and get a little snack. I've been fasting and drinking water all day as usual. So I'm gonna go in here and these are my solar shades, man. Save me some money on buying prescription sunglasses. This is what old people do right here. The little clip-ons. Saving myself a few $100 or so by spending $13 for some polarized clip-ons. So yeah. So anyway, I'm gonna get in here and tab this out and be done. So anyway, guys, you need home inspection 336-989-8185, HomeTechNC.com, 336-989-8185, HomeTechNC.com. And when I get things done, once everything's registered, I'll reveal my name. Probably a lot of people can be like, what? And some people can be like, okay. And some people can be like, I don't get it. But anyway, HomeTechInspections.com, 336-989-8185.